Do not lower the price. If anything, the older you get, you should raise the price. Some men will try to use the fact that you're a woman who's maybe over 30 or 35 and you're still in the dating market to convince you that somehow your price is too high. You go on a date, you let them know that marriage is important to you, and they say things like, oh, marriage is just a piece of paper, marriage.
Honestly, I wouldn't emphasize it any better. Like, this woman said a mouthful. Honestly, hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I sit on my bed, on my couch, and I usually greet before I start my rant. So don't think that's the normal on this channel. We don't do that. We greet first, and then we introduce ourselves, and then we get into the topic. So sometimes I'm just weird. I'm weird like that. But seriously, guys, like seriously, I'm weird like that. Let's now jump into the video and have a discussion about this lowering your standards thing. Have you guys noticed how they treat women who are older? It's like you have gotten wiser. You've been long enough on this planet to see what men are doing to women, and you've gotten smarter to realize their game. And now then, they put things like, oh, you're over, you are old now, we don't want you want the young ones. No, you want impressionable young women that you can play games with. You don't want a mature woman who's capable of thinking for herself. You want somebody who's younger that you can impress your identity on. You're not looking for love, you're not looking for settlement, you don't look for somebody to build with, you're looking for somebody you can just give orders to like your maid. Basically. And if they don't behave a certain way, then they're too old, they're over menopause, they are all this nonsense that men come with. All these things that men invent in their brains, that they think that they are the standards. Because when you tell them that this is the world, the man's world, they be like, oh, well, how is it that both women have rights? Why do we have rights? I mean, we have the rights that you guys allow, then you break the very same rights, and then when we punish you guys, you'll be like, oh, well, not all men. Defend till your lies drop. That not all men, but defend what these men do to women, because you know in your mind you are capable of doing the very same thing to these women, because you're probably thinking it. So it means that you are guilty, so you don't want to hold yourself accountable. So don't lower your standards, women, especially when you get older. You get wiser for a reason, and don't get desperate. Don't get desperate. Remember that.
Do not lower the price. If anything, the older you get, you should raise the price. Some men will try to use the fact that you're a woman who's maybe over 30 or 35 and you're still in the dating market to convince you that somehow your price is too high. You go on a date, you let them know that marriage is important to you, and they say things like, oh, marriage is just a piece of paper, marriage is old, marriage is antiquated. They're trying to get you to lower the price. They're saying, listen, I want access to you, but I don't want to pay the price of marrying you. I just want access to you without your requirements. You say things to them like, I like a man who's a provider. I want someone who's going to provide 100% for his family. I don't believe in 50-50. Then they hit you with the, well, if we put our money together, we could live in this kind of house, we could have this kind of life. They're trying to get you to lower the price. They're telling you that, listen, I want to be with you, but only if you fully finance yourself. Only if you put your money on the table. When you say to a man, I do not want to become a mother until I am married, well, sometimes you just don't get what you want right away. Like sometimes, like if we have a baby first, like that's more commitment than being married. Trying to get you to lower the price. When you say, I do not want to be intimate with anyone before getting into a serious, committed, mutually monogamous relationship, and he hits you with the, well, we don't, I don't believe in titles. We don't need a title. We got that bond. He's trying to get you to lower the price. Lowering the price is detrimental to your health, because when you lower the price, you pay. Yeah, you pay, because there is no such thing as a free lunch. It costs what it costs. And every time you compromise on your values, every time you give up that sacred cow, you're the one who's going to compensate. You're going to give up your peace of mind. You're going to give up your good, fertile years. You're going to give up your body. You're going to give up the essence of who you are to be with these men For what reason? Let me tell you something from the other side of marriage. There is nothing over here that is worth you making such a huge sacrifice and lowering your price so much just to be here. There is nothing on the side of being able to say in public, oh, I got a man, that's worth you lowering the price, because you're gonna be living a life that is not fulfilling to you. You're going to be living a life that you are not happy with. Do not sacrifice so much just to be in a relationship, be with a man, get married, live in a house, to live what kind of life? It matters the kind of life that you live. Negotiate for yourself when you're getting into these relationships, much like you would for your job or your pay raise. This negotiation actually sometimes matters even more than the negotiations that you do at your job. Because your job could fire you tomorrow, and you don't live in your job, but you live in your life. You're gonna live in the marriage. You're going to live with the children. You're going to live in the house with the man. So negotiate well for yourself. And yes, we're gonna have to make some compromises, and nobody gets 100% of everything that they want. But if you have told this man, these are my boundaries and these are my sacred cows, and he wants you to give up your sacred cow, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to pay in the end. So rather than give these men a free pass to just run all over you, keep your standards high and keep your head high. Because yesterday's price is not today's price. And from here on out, the price is going up.